Today we're going to discuss the proper formatting of a formal outline or a preparation outline. I'm going to give you some guidelines. This, of course, is chapter 11. When you begin your outline, you use heading material. The heading material has three parts. It has a title, which I haven't listed here. It has a specific purpose, and this is the purpose of your speech. The purpose of my speech is to inform my audience about three types of equipment used in scuba diving. That would be a specific purpose. Then you state the central idea. And the central idea would simply take the specific purpose, the word types, and it would describe specifically each of the types of equipment for scuba diving that you're going to discuss in your speech. Each type would be a main point. Now I want you to label the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. Please note there are three outlines in every preparation outline and every formal outline. You outline the introduction, there are Roman numerals there, and then you outline the body, there are Roman numerals there, your main points, and then you outline the conclusion. Three outlines in every preparation or formal outline. Please note that an outline is merely a visual framework of the relationships between the ideas or among the ideas of the speaker. It allows you to see the subordination of ideas, which are main ideas, which ideas support the main idea, which ideas support the supporting ideas. All of that is visually done with an outline. So, you must be consistent with symbolization and indentation. Here's an example of how this should be done. Roman numerals will be your main points. Following the main points will be the subpoints. They are capital letters. In this example we have A and we have B. You could have a C, of course. Please remember, a main point is a divisible idea. Therefore, an A must have a B. Now, you don't have to have a C, but the least amount you can divide anything into is two parts. So when you're dividing a main point, an A must have a B. If you're going to divide a subpoint, a 1 must have a 2, and these are your subpoints. Now, you can have subpoints, and they would support the subpoint. Now, between the two main points, you have connectives. These are transitions. Great speakers have good transitions. They allow us to know that we've been here, we're talking about this idea, now we're changing and we're moving to a new field of thought. The transition is a gate, if you will, between the two fields of thoughts. You put that in parentheses, you write your transition out here. Then you state your second main point, and then perhaps you have a subpoint, a subpoint, and then another subpoint. Class, this is the symbolization with equal indentation for all of the parts. You can see how they're indented here. Please do that precisely. You will be graded on indentation and symbolization as well as the wording. Please note that we state the main points and all subpoints in full sentences. Subject, verb, object, a complete sentence. Let's say you're talking about depression. Well, the word withdrawal would not be enough. That would be very ineffective. What we would like you to say is the first sign of depression is withdrawal from people. That's a complete or a full sentence. Again, between the main points, you label your transition. You type the word transition or you use the word connective. I'll accept either one. And then you type out your transition. Now that we've talked about withdrawal as the first sign of depression, we're going to move on to the second sign of depression. That would be an example of how to do a transition. Then, of course, you do your conclusion, outline that, and we'll show you the main parts that are included in the conclusion. You attach a works cited page in MLA format. Look at the preparation formal outline, if you will, in chapter 11. It's a good formal outline and you can see how to do one. I also, in D2L, have placed student outlines that are available for you to observe. These students have all made high grades, A's, on their outlines, and these will be very helpful to you as you prepare your speech. Now I want to talk about the second outline that you do. You do 2 outlines for your speeches. This is a speaking outline. This is a very brief outline. We use 4x6 cards, white if you will, and these are simply words that jog your memory so you can speak to us extemporaneously. Remember, the word extemporaneous means that you've prepared a formal outline, you've written out your citations, you've done your research, all of that is put on your preparation outline, and you have taken that outline and you have put phrases on 4x6 cards so you can glance down, look at a phrase, and then speak conversationally, use strong eye contact. It will make your presentation more powerful and more interesting to the audience. There is nothing worse or more boring than someone reading an outline. Do not write out your formal outline on those 4x6 cards and read your speech. There are some serious consequences and point deductions for that. So you just follow the same visual framework of the formal outline, the preparation outline, with your speaking outline. You put the main points, then you indent for subpoints, and then you indent further for subpoints. Make it legible. Use large print, use as many cards as you need. The larger your print, the more comfortable you're going to be. You can glance down, quickly look back up at the audience, gaze at us again, and get that eye contact, which is so essential for great communication. Keep them very, very brief. I will grade your speaking outline. You will have to keep them brief, and so please do so. Write down delivery cues. Delivery cues will be, for example, raise voice here, or speak louder. Pause. Slow down and be a little bit more deliberate about this particular phrase. Emphasize these words when you're speaking. If you don't write these delivery cues down, I promise you, you're going to be a bit nervous and you will forget them, and it will affect your delivery. Class, this is the beginning of how to do an effective outline in this class. So important. Pay close attention. Do this exactly as we're describing here, and you will have a great outline.